This is fun when you have a turtle grocery right in your backyard. This is all by design, friends. It's taken a long time to do all this. The key that I've found for me is the high fiber diet, a lot of exercise, and don't overfeed. Well, it's been a couple of days, so I think it's time for an update on Phantom. Woo-wee, look at this boy here. Yes, sirree. Phantom is settling in nicely here at the camp. What an incredible specimen he is. I am absolutely just through the moon seeing this guy. He's nice and warm. He's just been laying out here. And of course, there's Socrates. Now, these guys are actually quite similar in size, but you'll notice that the shell on Phantom just looks amazing. I think Socrates is beautiful, and she's grown nicely into her shell. But when I got her way back in 2005, she was tiny and really pyramided. She was a bumpy one. And yeah, so all these years I've been giving her the right diet, the proper habitat, and she has smoothed out. But you can see he's got more of the traditional dome shape, and she is just a wee bit flattened out. But look at that pose he's on right now. What a handsome guy. These two have been getting along, which is very, very nice. And he's just the friendliest Galap I've ever met, which is so cool. You see, when you go to give her scratches, she's just ornery. Oh, yes, she is. Let's have a look at her tail. This is another thing I want to show you guys. She's got a little teeny tiny tail right there. See that little tiny tail? She's got a cute little button tail. And I've been comparing theirs, and he certainly has a much longer tail. It's actually tucked up here under this caudal shield. That's what they call that. This the caudal scoot right here. It's a shield for their tail. But if we were to look up underneath, it's much longer and thicker. So I'm feeling very confident that this, in fact, is a male. The other tip, or the other what does they call it? The other tip-off, the other clue, the other bodily morphologically differences, I don't know, I'm making things up, is the fact that this is a concave shell underneath here. So I'm feeling very, very confident that he is, in fact, a he. So Phantom, good job, buddy. I'm giving him a little rub. He's got beautiful posture, really strong, sturdy legs. We've got nice wear on these nails, and he supports himself by sitting on the toe pad. We definitely have gotten her better off as far as posture, but in captivity, Galaps can have trouble with their posture if they are, in fact, not given the proper exercise. These guys live on volcanic islands, of course, in the Galapagos, and they travel very, very far, walking over very treacherous terrain. You wouldn't think a tortoise could make it over it, but these guys are like little four-wheel drives. They climb over things, they get a lot of workout. Sometimes they even stretch to lift their heads up and stretch their whole bodies up to eat browse that might be a little higher than normal. But yes, these guys are definitely in need of some exercise. So we're doing that. I have some extra pieces of concrete. I might make a raised area to feed them on, just like we have where the aldabras are. And in fact, the first Kamp Kenan video was building that. It was actually a pond, but I filled it in recently and used it as a feeding platform. But we do need to make an area for them to also soak. So there's a few things that we have to do still, but he seems to really love his neck scratches, just like another tortoise I know. You know what I'm talking about? Let me know in the comments below. Who am I talking about? Another giant tortoise that I've had for quite a long time, who I love dearly. But this is another beautiful animal that I think I'm gonna fall in love with because he's so friendly. And of course, she's just indifferent. She's out of here. I don't have any food, so she's gonna walk away. But this guy enjoys it. You'll also notice, look at the musculature here. This is a healthy tortoise. You can just see he's got really good developed muscles here, good muscle tone in his jaws. These muscles help him with his jaws, and I just love that. So he's been eating very well. We have a diet sheet that was sent, so we're going to be feeding him very similar diets. He's allowed to eat any of the browse. I have mulberry leaves, we have the cactus pads, and he makes use of all of them. He's been going in his house, which is nice, and that's helpful for me. So he's already found his house, but look at this. He just completely entranced and loves getting a scratch. And we know that they do that because they're looking for things to pick off their ectoparasites and stuff like that. But I'm really happy, man. This is a good dude. Let's go get him some treats, shall we? And we'll see if we can maybe get him to eat a little bit. He's been eating everything, so he's super happy. Here's their house. I am gonna start on our we're gonna do our little inner corral. I've got the board there, so that's good news. We're gonna get to work on that. It just makes life easier when it's cold. Here the boys and girls are all out, the Aldabras. So we have our Aldabras separated. We got, what a creep of Aldabras we have, friends. We've got a lot of them, and they're all doing very well, thankfully. In the summer, we'll open that up so they can wander a little bit further, and I think the two Galops are just gonna be perfectly happy where they are. I almost forgot I need my pruning shears so we can grab maybe some of this stuff here. In fact, I really wanted to trim down the mulberry tree because it looks like some of the leaves are being eaten by some kind of bug. But let's see, we'll bring this just in case. So good stuff all the way around. Let's go see. If you can plant mulberry where you live, plant it. They love it, and it's a good food source for them. So definitely want you guys to check that out. The browse is an important part of their diet because they can eat as much of it as they want because they're just wandering around, burning calories, looking for food. So burn calories, take calories in. That is the game for tortoises and all life, really. But beautiful day, I gotta be honest. Loving it. All right, here's my mulberry tree. You can see I do need to trim it down a bit. Look at that, it's getting kind of beat up. Not too many leaves on it. I wonder, I was actually thinking of really cutting this thing down because it is certainly looking spindly and we'll start over again. So I'd probably cut down here, to be honest, just to prune it a bit. I don't know much about pruning, but I'm thinking this thing will take off again. Anyway, let's just get some easy branches for us right now that we can throw in for these guys to nibble on. I think I can get this one. Let's see if I'm strong enough with one hand. These are good shears. Let's see these pruning shears. Oh, the excitement. Oh, I love the camp. Oh yeah, look at that. Oop, right on you guys. Sorry. Here's some more area. This is fun when you have a turtle grocery right in your backyard. This is all by design, friends. It's taken a long time to do all this, but I've kind of exhausted, to be honest, my reach. Holy smokes, let's put you guys down. Tell you what, I'll trim this thing down and we'll be right back. Okay, so I got some work done and we got these guys fed. They're all going to come over, all the Aldabras. But look at Phantom. Oh no, Phantom, you can't fit through there. He is looking for some of this. Now let me show you what we can do with these guys. I kind of can drape it or hang it and make him reach for the sky, so to speak, and that gives him a lot of energy, a lot of exercise, which is good. But yeah, these guys are going to be so thrilled. But let's just go ahead, throw it all out here, and we'll get Socrates over here, and they can just get right to work on all this awesome browse. And that is what we want. And here comes Socrates. She's never far from food. There she goes. So she'll be coming over here. But yeah, we got this all dialed in. Phantom is amazing. So we're gonna make that tree a little bit healthier. It should give us some new leaves. I really pruned it, but here's Phantom doing his thing, which is awesome. Hi, Phantom. This is amazing. Just chomping away. How rad is that? I love watching them eat. Super patient. Come on, girl. You better hurry up. So yeah, this is some of the best food. Leaves and weeds and browse. This is what they would eat in the wild. It has a low nutrient quality, but they eat so much of it, and their intestines are so extremely long that they're able to extract a lot of nutrients from it. That being that they're also cold-blooded, helps them out as well, so that they don't really use too much energy. They just kind of mosey along and eat. So amazing. Athena, get up there. Puck, come on. So cool, huh? I love it. Hey, what are you doing in there? Somebody wanted a soak, went in the water bowl. That's awesome. Good girl, Circe. Oh, right down. We're gonna rearrange this. I have to dig a trench and get some water going over there. So there's a lot to do still to have a fully functioning situation for all the tortoises. All right, let me go. I heard my phone dinging. Let's see what's up. We got all kinds of stuff going on today, and I need to be kept aware, especially with the holidays going on. Oh, there it is. Thought I lost my phone. Okay, I have a package being delivered and I need to be here for it, so I have to keep that phone on. So yeah, the Aldabra tortoises are just gonna continue to do their thing and grow and get bigger. There's Timmy, there's Boba, Hank, Buddy's inside. Hey, buddy. I mean, hi, Nostradamus, my buddy. There he is. We'll always love Nos, the most incredible tortoise I have. You're still number one, buddy, you don't worry. But this video is about Phantom. So we're gonna cruise on over and just watch these guys do what they do. Chomping away. All right, so eventually we're gonna get rid of this tree, and that'll allow more sunlight in, keep this area nice and open. I like that. We'll leave that umbrella plant. It seems to be happy there, even though it's a bit invasive. I'll just trim all the little pups that pop up, and hopefully the tortoises will do that. So this area, really, really cool for our tortoises. So we have to build a larger platform for them to walk up on. We have to get a mud hole for them. We've got a water source, but we have to get our irrigation set up. So still quite a bit of things to do, but the important stuff's done. We've got a heated shelter, we do have water, and we've got lots of space for them to wander. So this is so cool. I cannot believe I was lucky enough to get another Galapagos tortoise to kind of foster and care for here at the camp. Of course, you guys remember, again, episode 1, we got Darwin many years ago, and unfortunately earlier this year she passed. So very, very sad. But we still have Socrates, and we still have our new buddy Phantom. This is so amazing. And who knows, maybe we'll get another, I don't know. Let's do a good job with Phantom and see what happens. Of course, Socrates has been with me since 2005. So I guess I'm doing something right. The unfortunate reality is sometimes these giant tortoises are not properly raised, and what'll happen is they get a heart failure, and that's exactly what happened to Darwin. We did the autopsy and necropsy, and we sent away the tissue samples, and it came back that she did have a heart disease. So, such a bummer. But looking at Phantom, he looks really good. Looking at Socrates, she's great. Sometimes you can get what looks like a goiter under their neck. It's actually edema. It's swelling underneath the skin. And that fluid puts a lot of pressure on their heart. So, you know, you have to watch out for that. So the key that I've found for me is the high fiber diet, a lot of exercise, and don't overfeed. I feed these guys in the winter 2 times a week. That's it. The rest of the time they nibble on dead leaves, they nibble on weeds that pop up, and at least all my Aldabras and my one Galap Socrates, who I've been raising since she was little, is, knock on wood, very healthy. So we're going to continue to do that protocol. And like I said earlier, I do in fact have really good charts on this animal, and I have a feeding sheet on this animal. So I really feel confident we'll be able to mimic what was done to it at the zoological institution, and it'll be living a long, happy life here. And you guys will be around to check it out. Very, very cool, man. All right, everybody, there you go. Some tortoises, some Galapagos tortoises, an update on Phantom. And I hope you guys are enjoying Phantom's arrival here at the camp as much as I am. Let me know what you guys think of Phantom in the comments below. Do you guys have Galaps? What kind of tortoises do you have? I'd love to hear from you. So don't be shy. All right, guys, I'll see you soon. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you again on another episode. Don't forget to go to Kamp Kenan. What is it? Patreon.com/Kamp Kenan for more behind the scenes and live chats with me every Thursday. See ya.